Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. This is Sports Talking with JB, but this is a special episode, and I'm your host, JB, here with you on this Sunday evening. I know some of you guys that may be tuning in are used to watching the Black and Gold show, Bama State recap show at this time. But now the season's over for the Bama State recap show because we have no more games. Season's over for the Black and Gold show, but I still will be bringing you guys Black and Gold Bama State content throughout the whole off season, and we got more things to come. But besides that, Sports Talking with JB still goes on, baby, and we still got content to give you. A lot of people tune in to watch Alabama content as well. We talk about Alabama with the Rolling with the Tide segment on the Tuesday night show. So this is a very special episode because we'll be previewing a game that has a lot to do with the state of Alabama, with football in the state of Alabama, and we're going to get to it tonight. So before I do that, make sure you guys do these three things I tell you each and every week. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share this to your people, man. Feeling real good on a Sunday evening. A lot of football just went off. Getting ready to watch the Cowboys game tonight. We are live here. I see some people in the chat. I really appreciate you for tuning in with me. Shouts out to Sanquinetta. Shouts out to my guy TJ. Appreciate you for sharing the stream on Twitter X. Yes, your Saints did win. By the grace of God, they did get a win. No slack in the swag. No, bro, I still got it. It's back here. It's back here. I still got it. Just got it tied up right now. But yeah, appreciate you guys, man, for doing this. Let's talk about the sponsors. So, of course, the network is sponsored by Jack Ingram, Mercedes-Benz. If you're in the market for a new Benz, it's Christmas time. Fellas, get that lady a Benz for Christmas present. And ladies, get that guy Benz. You know, if he even want that new Mercedes AMG, go and put a deposit down on it. But in all seriousness, go check them out, JackIngramMercedes.com. They got a whole array of inventory for you guys to check out. Proud sponsor of the Sports Talking with JB podcast network. And also, I'm going to put this on the screen. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but we got a whole lot of bowl games. So this episode is sponsored by bowlseason.com. You can go to bowlseason.com and check it out, the whole schedule of bowl games. Congratulations to South Carolina State for winning the Black College HBCU National Championship. They won a Celebration Bowl yesterday and a thriller over Prairie View A&M. What a game. What a game that was yesterday. But that kicked off bowl season. And we had another game last night. I believe Washington beat Boise State, if I'm not mistaken. And we have another game that we're going to talk about tonight that's going to really get it going on Tuesday night. So check out bowlseason.com for all your bowl updates. And what else we got? Let me get back to my media assist. Pardon me. This is the game we're going to talk about. This is the game we're going to talk about. The IS4S Salute the Veterans Bowl that's going down in Montgomery, Alabama, by the way. I'm going to give you guys a little overview of it. Going to give you the history of the bowl game, the matchup history, a rivalry renewed between these two ball clubs, these two teams. They're in different conferences, but they used to share the conference. Key players, score predictions, and the timeline of the events on game day. Now, speaking of this particular game, man, it's two long-time in-state rivals that will be squaring off coming up on Tuesday night here in the Gump. 8 p.m. Cramton Bowl at the historic Cramton Bowl, Montgomery, Alabama. This game will be televised live on ESPN, so you can check it out. Tickets are available at salutetheveteransbowl.com, by the way. But Jack State and Troy are both former members of the Gulf South Conference, the GSC, Old Gulf South Conference, and are meeting for the first time since 2001. For the first time in 24 years, these two teams right here in the state of Alabama, Troy, Alabama, Jacksonville, Alabama, are meeting in the Salute the Veterans Bowl right here in Montgomery, man. It's only right. So the Gamecocks from Jacksonville State, they lead the all-time series 33-28-2. The Trojans have won the last 7 meetings in the series. JSU has not won since November 3rd, 1990. That was the last meeting as GSC members. All right, so Troy, team from the Sun Belt, they were 8-5 on the season, 6-2 in the Sun Belt Conference, lost to James Madison, who will be playing in the college football playoffs. They lost the Sun Belt championship game last weekend. Troy were the West Division Sun Belt champions. Now, Jack State, they also lost their Conference USA championship game to Kennesaw State a couple weeks ago. They were 8-5 and 7-1 in the conference. The Gamecocks and the Owls are both regular season coach champions in the Conference USA. But as you can see, Kennesaw State won that game 19-15. Now, JSU, they have 17 players named to the 2025 All-Conference team, the All-Conference USA team, including the running back we're going to talk about, Cam Cook, who was named Offensive Player of the Year and Newcomer of the Year. He led FBS with 131.8 rushing yards per game and 153 all-purpose yards per game. And this is the 11th time, the 11th bowl appearance for Troy. And Jacksonville State is making their 3rd bowl appearance. So these teams have a lot of history that goes back. Like I mentioned, they haven't played since 2001. So it'll be really great to see that back on the field. And I know a lot of the teams, the followers, will come and flock to Montgomery for this game. It's probably going to be cold because the temp just dropped. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you guys the low for Tuesday night is 26. So it's going to be pretty cold out there for this game. So y'all better bundle up if you want to come out there and check it out. So check this out. Before I move forward, let's see. We're going to talk about, let's talk about Jack State. Let's talk about Jack State real quick. And we're going to talk about some of their players and whatnot, kind of preview this thing. I'm not going to keep you guys too long. So Jacksonville State, like I mentioned, is 8-5. Their quarterback, Caden Creel. Now, he is, I read a little story on him. He's been injured, but he's going to play in this game. He's 6 foot, 200 pounds from Fairhope High School, Fairhope, Alabama. So he's a local kid. Now, Creel, what I read about him is he bouncing back. I actually saw where he got injured. No, this is not him. My bad. I'm thinking about the wrong quarterback. He did not get injured. I'm thinking about Troy's quarterback. But no, Caden Creel actually had a pretty good season this year. Rushing the football, he had 1,000 yards rushing on the ground and 7 touchdowns. Passing the football, he was 116 for 191, 4 interceptions, 8 touchdowns, 1,341 yards. So that was his passing yards. He's kind of a dual threat. If you can run for 1,000 yards at the quarterback position, that makes you a dual threat. So those were his stats on the year, and he will be starting number 12. That's the quarterback for Jack State. Caleb Nix may sound familiar. That last name Nix. His brother, big bro, Bo Nix, plays for the Denver Broncos. Just got finished playing the game right now. His dad, Patrick Nix, coach. Everybody knows. So Central High School, Phoenix City, Alabama. He actually played at Clemson for a few years. Left Clemson. He wanted to play, get some playing time, and he's been playing at Jacksonville State this year. He's a safety. And I think he got like 3 interceptions on the year, maybe 4. I don't want to slight the kid. Well, let me check him out. Caleb Nix. 4 interceptions on the year for Caleb Nix, 56 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 3 pass breakups, and 3 fumble recoveries. So he's been doing pretty good playing at Jacksonville State this year. We got some celebrities also. Brock Ricksteiner. Brock Ricksteiner. May sound familiar for a lot of wrestling fans out there. If you guys remember Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, well, this is his son. That's Scott Steiner's son, ladies and gentlemen. Brock Ricksteiner. And his cousin is Braun Breaker, Rick Steiner's son. So the Steiner brothers, they have kids that's athletes. You know, Braun Breaker, he played football, but he's right now doing his thing in the WWE. Brock, I think he has a WWE NIL deal, if I'm not mistaken, but he's been playing football. And I can't remember exactly where he transferred from. No, he's been there. I think he's been right here, if I'm not mistaken. And he's a red shirt senior, 6'2", 225, wide receiver. So you see him right there, man. He's done a little damage this year on offense. Let me see. I think he's got he's the second leading receiver on the team. 356 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns, 33 catches. So he's been doing pretty good this year. Let's see who else we got up here. Okay, this is Cam Cook. This is the kid I'm talking about. This was the offensive player of the year. He's a junior, 5'11", 200 pounds, running back from Round Rock, Texas. And he came in here and he went crazy this year, man. He went crazy. 295 rushes, attempts, 1,743 yards rushing, 16 touchdowns. He was a dog. Average 127 yards rushing per game. Like I mentioned, he led FBS in rushing yards per game. All-purpose yards as well. So number 4, Cam Cook. I don't know if he's related to James Cook because he wearing that number 4 like James Cook for the Buffalo Bills. But this kid right here, man, I expect big things. I don't know if he's going to play on Tuesday, but if he plays, Troy better look out because this kid is a monster. This kid is a monster right here, ladies and gentlemen. So I expect big things out of him. And I'm very interested in watching this kid play right here, DeAndre Johnson. He's 6'8". He's 6'8", wide receiver, 6'8", 220. You see it right there. Kid from New York, red shirt sophomore. He's the leading receiver on the team. Let me look at his numbers real quick. He's got 24 catches, 623 yards. That's 25 yards per catch, 6 touchdowns. So you already know he's deep threat. You already know. Throw it up to him, man. 6'8". Look at the picture up there. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm very excited to see that kid play as well. Now let's talk about Troy. So Troy has some players on that team. A lot of players on both teams are from the state of Alabama. So I expect a lot of the family members to show up, a lot of people to show up for this game on Tuesday night. This is the quarterback I was talking about, Goose Crowder. Now, he's been injured. He missed a few games this year. He got hurt in the conference championship game against James Madison, hurt his ankle, but he will be playing. I read an article about him, 6'2", 215, from Gardendale High School in Gardendale, Alabama, redshirt junior. And so he's going to try to bounce back and play a hell of a game on Tuesday. He's completed 112 passes out of 190, 1,314 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So that's what he has on the season. And let's see if he got anything rushing. I like to check these guys, make sure he's not a dual threat. No, not much rushing. Well, he's got 2 rushing touchdowns and 146 yards. So not bad. So shouts out to Goose Crowder. Let's see. Jordan Lovett. Okay, so they have a running back, Tay Meadows, who led the team in rushing with 717 yards, and 6 touchdowns, but he hit the transfer portal, so he would not be playing. Matter of fact, I tried to pull him up, and I couldn't pull his stats. I couldn't pull him up on the website, so I just see his stats. So Tay Meadows will be in the transfer portal, not playing. So now you got running back number 1, Jordan Lovett, 5'10", sophomore from Statesboro, Georgia. He will be most likely the leading back because he's the second leading rusher on the team. 81 attempts for 317 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I expect him to get the bulk of the carries on Tuesday. Cornerback. Now, this kid is a playmaker at the cornerback position. I think I looked at his stats and I was impressed. Let me pull him up. Jaquez White, right there, 6'1", 190, junior cornerback from Blackshear, Georgia. And let me pull up Jaquez's stats right here. Let's see. I thought I had his stats already. I guess I didn't. So on the season, he has 65 tackles, 14. Well, he had a big number. 11 pass breakups, 3 interceptions on the season. So he was back there getting it in. And that's one of the cornerbacks on this team. Defensively, linebacker, 6'2", 225, Jordan Stringer. So he led the team in tackles. Pull up Jordan Stringer's stats real quick. I heard about this kid before the actual game. He had 107 tackles on the season, 11 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 4 pass breakups. And he's a senior linebacker right there from Augusta, Georgia. And I'm sure people heard about this kid right here, Ra Thomas. Sure that name sounds familiar. He played in the SEC, played for Georgia, played for Mississippi State. He's from Eufaula, Alabama. Senior, 6'2", 208, wide receiver. So Ra was actually the leading receiver on this offense for the Trojans. Let me pull up Ra's stats. So 34 catches, 577 yards, 5 touchdowns for Ra Thomas. So I'm sure he will like to get his shine on this Tuesday. And let's see what else we got. All right, so that's it for both teams right there for the Salute the Veterans Bowls. Salute the Veterans Bowl. Now, for anybody that's planning on attending, this is the pretty much the schedule of events for the day. Fan Fest open at 4 p.m. at Patterson Field, right across the street from Cramton Bowl. And you get Toby Keith tribute. You get a tribute from him. Actually, they got a concert that's going to go on. The gates open at 6 o'clock. You got Troy Fan Fest pep rally from 6:20 to 6:35. Then from 6:45 to 7 p.m., you got Jacksonville State Fan Pep Rally, and you got the kickoff at 8 p.m. American Soldier Toby Keith tribute right there with Dwayne Terry. That is the Fan Fest concert right there, 4 o'clock. You see that time, presented by Montgomery Regional Airport. And to get you some tickets, reserve your veteran and military tickets. Matter of fact, it's not too late. I don't think it's too late. So they give discounts. You could probably actually get some free tickets from somewhere. I just don't have the information for that. But it's called a Salute the Veterans Bowl. So I'm pretty sure military veterans, they get the hookup, they get the discount on the tickets. So I expect a lot of people to show up for this game. It's a Tuesday night game. It's a work week. Yeah, it's a late game. But Troy, 45 minutes on the road. Jacksonville State, not that far, maybe a couple hours. So everybody come to Montgomery, see this game. It should be a great turnout. A lot of media will be covering this game, including myself. That's why I'm giving you guys this preview show, because I will be in the press box and on the field, and I will be covering this game on Tuesday night. Another ESPN event for me. I did this exact same game last year when it was on Western Michigan and South Alabama. So with all that being said, I guess I'll pick a winner. It's gonna be tough. I've actually watched both of these teams play in their respective conference championship games last week. I would say Jacksonville State because of Cam Cook, because of the running back, right? I will pick Jacksonville State if they force me to make a pick, and I'll say Jack State 31, Troy 28. I think it's gonna be a good close game, and I'll take Jack State for that. And I think I'm missing something. Hold on. I think I'm missing something, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I am missing something. By the way, the reason it would not be a Sports Talking with JB show on Tuesday, because I will be at the game. I will be at Salute the Veterans Bowl, 8 p.m. ESPN, go check it out. But also tomorrow is my birthday. So I will be celebrating my birthday tomorrow. Yes. So you won't find me on the channel tomorrow. But tips and donations are greatly appreciated right there. If you know me, you know how old I'm going to turn tomorrow. So there's no need for me to tell you how old I will be. Now, I'm just playing with you guys. So I've been 40 for the past 364 days. So tomorrow I turn 41. So, and I really appreciate everybody who has supported me. This has been a big year for the channel. This has been a big year for Sports Talking with JB, for the podcast network, for the respective shows I've done, the Black and Gold, Alabama State content, and the OG show, Sports Talking with JB, that we do on Tuesday with my podcast partner, DJ Seaway, and all my people that show up in the chat each and every week. I really appreciate you guys so much for that. Thank you, Elfron. Appreciate you. I saw y'all in the chat, but I was trying to get my notes and everything. But appreciate you, my guy. I appreciate everybody for rocking with the channel, rocking with the network, and all the different shows we got going on. So I just wanted to tell you guys that. Appreciate the love, Sanquinetta, and everybody else, man, who always shows me love whenever it's time for me to do a show. You guys show up. If you don't watch the live, you watch the replays. You're hitting the like button. You subscribe to the network. That's big anyway. And your members. So I really appreciate everybody for that. Thank you, TJ. Thanks to everybody for all the birthday wishes and everything else that's going on. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Salute the Veterans Bowl is going down this weekend. No, not this weekend. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place because I'm not used to a football game on a Tuesday night. I'm not used to it being on a Tuesday night, but it is going down Tuesday night. You see it right there, December 16th, 8 p.m. on ESPN, or if you're in Montgomery, it will be at Cramton Bowl. Come check it out. I will give you guys a recap show probably on Wednesday. So, and I like to do this because you just never know. You just never know who may be watching from the respective schools and whatnot. Rick Body, I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's fam right there. Yes, sir. Me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, with all that being said, y'all, I'm going to get out of here, man. Probably get me something nice to eat tonight. Chill. I ain't going to do nothing tomorrow. I'm going to relax. All right? So, I'm getting out of here. Appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share it to your people. This is JB, the host of Sports Talk with JB, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. God bless.